Yo, 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 what's goody? The boys are back in the building with another new episode. We coming off of another wild weekend of sports. If you was living under a rock, then you might not saw one of the greatest plays in probably NFL history. Definitely one of the greatest plays for this season. But before we get to that, I'm being rude. We gotta give out some introductions. First, give a shout out. What's going on to my boy, Dr. Esquire Day.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on?
Man, what's going on to my boy Cena? What's good with you, my boy?
What's good with it? Y'all know how it is.
910's finest. What's goody?
I'm chilling, man.
Then we got the biggest plug in Charlotte, my boy T. What's good, homie?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
I see we got our GM back in this joint, man. What's good, Brad?
What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up?
And as you can see, we're joined by two guests today. Welcome back to the show, my man Trav.
What's good, yo?
And then welcome to the show. He's always supporting the bros in the pod, man. What's going on to my boy Hector? But as you can see in his tag, he's going by Hail Mary. What's good with you, boy?
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, man. Hey, you should change that shit to GTHB. Go to hell ball.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not Dave. We're not doing this. Dave, we're not doing this. Dave, we're not doing this.
This ain't the platform.
No.
This ain't the platform.
No.
This isn't the platform.
Come on, man.
Hey, this
Come
ain't the
on, man.
platform.
Hey, but
Come on, man.
Platform.
Hey, but you know what? Hail Mary and go to hell ball kind of in the same. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, you know,
he in the same realm with it. You know what I'm saying?
You see, it came. It's full. It's 360. It's
Yeah.
I love the enabling, man. Well, look, man, we coming off a crazy ass Sunday in the NFL, man. Some crazy upsets. We got people balling. We had some unfortunate injuries. We had some trades going down recently. But everybody knows the talk of the week is there was a game at 425 at FedEx Field. Fuck Northgate. At FedEx Field between two QBs that was drafted 1 and 2 in this year's draft, both Heisman winning quarterbacks. There was a lot of hype built up to this game, so much hype they even flexed this game. They flexed that Philly Bengals game out that 425 slot, put them in this slot. There were some questions about this game, and I think we got some answers. But before we get into any of that stuff, Dave, I need that screen. Corey, you know what time it is.
All right, hold on. Like, I already know which one you want.
There's smoke in the air tonight, fellas. That Bear Pack is strong. I needed this beef. Shout out to the 757.
Talk to him.
Let's get the business. Because it was a bitch-ass franchise talking all that noise last week. Who had the better QB? Who had the better team? Who had the better franchise? But let's go over some facts real quick. Who has more Super Bowls? We do. Who has better fans? We do. Who has a better owner? We do. Who's not pretending? Come on. Talking all that shit because y'all beat us last year. It doesn't matter. We them niggas this year. Y'all had the number 1 pick. But what did that get y'all? More pain, more frustration. We sent y'all home. Soldier Field, but none of y'all niggas are militant. Y'all scary. Nobody gives a fuck up where y'all from. Y'all call the midway team. Honestly, y'all find yourself back to the mid. Cause that's all y'all niggas are for real. Nobody really stunning that team for real. Got your back turned to the wrong guy. JD5 put that dart. It's over. How you think the game was over? Tyreek Stevenson, Georgia, I guess you was back on that DOY. Tragic. Y'all want to know what's funny, y'all? That quarterback for the Bears, I ain't really got no malice for that man. I got unleash the facts real quick. Bear with me real quick. Y'all remember what high school he went to? Those that don't know, he went to Gonzaga, that bitch ass high school. They want to be the master. They want to be like us. Years ago, in a championship game against us, he threw a Hail Mary to win the game. So it was just fitting that in his homecoming, when he thought things were good, we sent him out packing the same way how he made me feel. Disgusted. Crush. Next time you do your nails, make sure you paint the words to feed on them, because that's what you are. I need you to hold this L. All you Bears fans, y'all don't deserve Justin. Y'all didn't deserve Watson. You don't deserve William. Y'all don't deserve anybody. Hold on to a chip that Dicker was even won. Come on, man. They don't respect Dicker. When they won the chip, they had Buddy Ryan up in the bleachers. Crazy to me, man. Crazy to me, man. But it's okay. We gonna keep going. Riding at 6-2. We blessed. We got ballers. Oh, a message to you, Monte Sweat. This ain't the same DC team you left. So stay over to that mid team now, since you want to go out west. That's it.
Rap City up in here, man.
But all in all, the Bears got what they deserve. Fuck them. Fuck their fans talking greasy all week. Fuck everything that they stand for. You know, a few episodes ago, I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but Trav, you was right. I seen the light. Man. The jig is up. The jig is up, man. That's all I gotta say for right now.
Yeah, Trav, what you gotta say, bro? Step up to the mic.
You know, it's always, G's up, Bears down, So surprised the Bears gonna do what they're gonna. They have they're like, I call them the NFC North version of the Cowboys. They always gonna let you down. Gladly, I'm not a fan, but it's great to watch them just fail. So it was great for me. I see my friends happy. I was like, that's what's up. I mess with Jaden Daniels. I think he's a good quarterback, a good kid. Long as he ain't beating up on my team, I'm cool. But oh man, it was so beautiful to watch. Just the Bears just be destroyed. And and I don't like that quarterback. I'm sorry. I know he from the DMV and whatever, but he mid. He just
Nah.
I saw the what you call it, HBO, the Hard Knocks. I watched it because you gotta study your enemy, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm sitting there and I'm just like I couldn't be in the locker room with this dude, bro. He couldn't even be in a cubicle next to me at work. I just
damn, bro.
It's something with him and that rookie from the Sixers.
Oh, you're talking about
McCain?
Dude. Yeah, McCain.
Yeah,
McCain.
them just not my type of dudes, bro. Pause. They just not my type of people.
Trav said, "I can't be in the cubicle next to this man."
Bro.
You trying to study the playbook, and he over here painting his fingernails, and you nigga, I'm trying to study the playbook.
You can't work a 9 to 5 with somebody. That's bad, man. That's all. That's
bad,
bro. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to Washington, man. They got the W, man. Happy for them. They doing good. Hey, somebody beating up on the Cowboys in that division. That's always brings a smile to my face. And then definitely somebody head to head beating up the Bears. That's always great to me because I hate the Bears, man. They so mid, bro. They so mid. Oh, bro.
Wait to the mid.
My God, man. The only thing fire from there is mild sauce, bro, and dirt. But you know.
Yeah, Harold's Chicken. That's about it, bro.
Yeah, shout out to the mild sauce, bro, and the biddies too.
But Dave and Hector, y'all was at the game, man. What was that atmosphere like, y'all?
Man, I'm gonna let Hector have his moment, bro. Hey, yo, Hector, you know what happened? You know what was going on? Them last few minutes, the Bears scored to take the lead. Hey, you know what what the people were saying to us, man? Tell them about what happened, bro.
Man, those Bear fans started talking shit. And, I was talking shit the whole game to them. But those last 30 seconds, I just sat down and be quiet. I was like, damn. One girl pat me on the shoulder. She was like, maybe next time. And she was already up out the stadium.
Yeah.
As soon as we seen that Hail Mary and we scored, man, I was like, where is she? You need to bring her ass back. All that shit talking you was doing. I think I know what happened to her. She got on that Spirit airline back to Soldier Field.
Ooh.
Spirit.
Spirit is crazy.
That's crazy, yo.
He said Spirit Airlines.
Yep, from BWI. $99 flight. Came all the way
Damn.
back to our ass.
No layover.
Damn.
With time.
She got a layover in Denver.
Tragic.
You got like a 16-hour layover or something crazy like that. Yeah,
Tragic.
man.
Tragic.
Being out there at the field that Sunday,
Yo.
I never seen so many happy Commanders fans that day. Like people staying out there late because last season they were just going home. This season, it's lit.
No, I love to see that. Now I saw the stadium. I was like, it's more and more people filling up them seats. From our side, like usually you just see a whole bunch of mixed jerseys or road teams in the stands when you see us on TV. But to see like the burgundy and gold starting to fill it out more, it's like you kind of see like they change a tone to like they change the scenery, like the change of energy going around. Like once we got rid of Snyder, it's been so much positive energy going into that locker room, going into that franchise. Like one of the things, because there was millions of clips coming out of that game, especially because of that Hail Mary. But the one that stuck out to me the most was when Deron Payne was going, like he was jogging around the field. He's like, yeah, this is a brotherhood. That's the first time I heard something like that from that franchise in years. Like, I'm talking about like going all the way back from like the Clayton Porras, Santana Moss, Sean Taylor days. Like I haven't heard brotherhood in a while because just like 2 years ago, him and Jonathan Allen, two members of Alabama, they were scrapping in Dallas on the sideline during the Christmas game while they was getting blown out. And just to see how in like 2 years, how much like when you have a playmaker and when you actually have belief that you can actually go out and win games, how much that can really just put energy into your locker room, into your franchise, into your fan base, that really makes a big difference. So that really just stood out to me because it lets you know that change is happening. And it's okay now to like, cause I know people are still hesitant because like, are we really like this? Is what's going on? But it's like, we can honestly say we're a good team. I'm not going to say we're the best team. I'm not going to say I said, but we are a good team. People ask when you're going to be a team over 500. We did. Like we beating teams that had crazy wide receiver and QB combinations. Like the worst we played was like Daniel Jones and Neighbors. But Neighbors is a playmaker himself as a rookie, so you can't slouch on them either. So, like the defense definitely showed up that day. People was wondering how the defense want to keep up with all those wide receivers. DJ Moore got shut down. Keenan Allen got shut down most of the day. Romeo really ain't do nothing. Komet didn't really do nothing. It took a busted play for Swift to get over 100 yards. So defense showed up. The offense was slacking. Too many penalties, not enough discipline for my liking. But at the end of the game, you saw the difference between a team that knows how to execute versus a team that doesn't have discipline.
Yeah. Because
even before the Hail Mary, the fact that they allow us to get like 10 to 13 yards the play before because they played the DBs back, that gave us enough room for Jada Dance with the hurt wrist to throw that ball down the field in order for someone to make a play on it. So that just shows the difference what it looks like when you have a culture that's all about building and being positive and putting into your players rather than just having all this toxic stuff going on, all these pending cases, all these distractions going on. So like, I just want to tell Washington fan, like, things are going up. Like, things are looking good. We still got hella improvement in a lot of places, but we just gotta enjoy the good times. We just gotta stay in the present, man. And right now, we just got a team.
Yeah, I agree. And my thoughts on it, like just being firsthand out there. One, like to your point, the Bears were awful, really. Like they were awful, like for about 55 out of the 60 of those minutes. They were awful. Yeah, like that Swift run for the touchdown. Yeah, like that busted play and that last drive that they had to score the touchdown. Other than that, they were awful. Like Caleb Williams had that one play to DJ Moore right before they had fumbled at the goal line.
Yeah, right.
And then the Commanders ended up punting, and then that's when they went and got the go-ahead touchdown. But just being in that stadium, that wasn't my first time at the stadium, but that was like my first time at a Washington game, and I don't know how it was like when Snyder was there. But
Dreadful.
I can just see like on TV, like that's not like a place like you want to like pay tickets for, like to go see a game. But it was real lively. The go-go playing outside, like when Hector and I got off the metro, they were selling tequila shots. They were selling. they were brisket going, the hot dogs, the burgers. One lady was like, "You only, hey, if you smell what we got here, you ain't gonna want to go to the game." And I was like, "Yeah, like that's a bet. That's a bet." But man, it was just like real lively. It just felt like really good to be there. I enjoyed talking shit with Hector to the Chicago fans. I remember every time like Hector, every time like them Chicago Bears fans were going up and out the road all the damn time, bro. Like that shit was pissing me off. Like they were barely even watching the game. And like the girls that were sitting next to us, they were sitting down like most of the game up until like them last 2 minutes or whatever. So it was just nuts. But I gotta
should have told them hoes sit down.
Hey, I don't want to get canceled, but I ain't gonna say what I feel. But I got something for my man's Tyreek Stevenson, dude that was celebrating early and all that stuff right before while the Hail Mary was happening. So Dre, like you mentioned, that drive, that drive didn't start off too well. I think like the first like two plays, there wasn't that many yards. I know there was a pass to Zach Ertz, and then right after that, you had the pass on the left boundary to go out of bounds to get closer to the 50. But the Chicago was already celebrating like all that was even happening, and I remember like as that play like right before they snapped the ball in that Hail Mary, I kept seeing like number 29 over here on the right, like just celebrating, like just talking shit to the fans, and something in my spirit was like, man, God don't like that. God don't like that.
Sure don't.
Something about to happen. I don't know what's about to happen, but something's about to happen. Like I don't know if it's gonna be like a pass interference. I don't know what it's gonna be, but something's about to happen. And lo and behold, like Jaden scrambling, trying to get time. Boom! Like we and like it's like we just watching. We don't even know what's like about to, like we feel like something about to happen. We can't even like comprehend it at that moment. And I'm trying to tell Hector, hey, like you're only down 3. Like just get in field goal range. Like we got it's one play. You got, and by the time we got to the last place, like it's one play. Anything can happen. Lo and behold.
No, because I was thinking the same. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Cause I was like, shit, Pat Mahomes can do it in 13 seconds. We got 25. We can do something with this shit, man. But let there be a lesson, y'all DBs out there, especially ones that like to wear number 29. Stop disrespecting my QB. This twice y'all got burned now in that community. Go ahead now. Stop. Be respectful of the game.
To give that jersey back.
All 29s is not made equal because my guy Xavier McKinney, defensive player of the year out here.
I'm about to say he did Tariq Cohen dirty.
Hey Trey, I feel like he's a respectable young man. As long as he don't talk dirty or do anything disrespectful to my team, I think he will be okay. I think he'll be okay. I think he knows how to play the game, unlike those other 29. They're the great value 29s. You know, you got damn near defensive player of the year on your squad right now, the way he's balling right now. So, hey man, and there's a lot of good work going on out there in Green Bay. And since
Randall, while we talking numbers and jerseys, yo, them jerseys is fire. The black ones,
they grew on me because that's how you know Dan Snyder was just trash, bro. When they first showed us this black jersey, the way they displayed them was just so ugly and unappealing. I was like, this can't be real life right now. But when you see them in person and you get some 4K on them, you're like, hey, yo. And let's be real, they just hit harder when you got a black QB doing his thing out there, bro. Shit just hit harder when a black QB in the black jersey is him, bro.
So for sure,
them jerseys were fire though.
But yeah, man. But you know, we can talk about that play all podcast for my liking. But you know, we got so much NFL to talk about. Like, first of all, we just got so much news going on today. First, we got to talk about Texans. They're getting hit with the injury, but Houston, y'all have a problem. Stephon Diggs, he's done for the season with a torn ACL. That's my Maryland boy, man. Another PG County legend and everything. So I hope he has a speedy recovery. But that's a big shot to the Texans wide receiver core. I don't know how many more weeks Nico Collins was going to be out, but it was looking like Tank Dell and Mechie going to have to step up for that wide receiver core, and then lean on Mixon in the running game. We saw the Vikings made a trade for offensive tackle Cam Robinson from the Jaguars to replace their star left tackle that got injured in their game against the Rams. We got Panthers. They traded Deontay Johnson to the Ravens. Anyone want to speak on? Okay.
No, ain't nothing to talk about there.
Yeah, it really ain't nothing to talk about.
Ain't nothing to talk about there. What did he get traded for? A
Bojangles big box with half a gallon of sweet tea.
No, that wasn't even a big box. That shit wasn't even a big box. It wasn't even that shit. That shit was a two-piece dinner bag of plain Lay's chips.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Man,
fuck the Panthers. What even more pisses me off about it is that we made that trade to get rid of Dante Jackson.
D-Jack. Oh.
Yeah. And then it looked like we traded D-Jack for a 5th round pick. That's what it looked like we traded him for.
Man, the front office is shitty, bro.
It's the fucking owner, bro. Like, it's the owner, dog. It's the owner.
It's a combination of both the owner and the front office, in my opinion.
Fuck that. It's the owner, bro.
It's the owner, man.
Look at the record since he's been the owner of the team. It's the owner. Like, he just brings the energy down.
I'm not trying to, if we just going to be real, I hate that y'all going through it because y'all going through exactly what I've been through for 2 fucking decades with Dan Snyder. It's when you don't have a person that has a clear plan, it's just bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. But the biggest news to me, and BT, I've been talking about it. Corey, I've been talking about it. Y'all not the only one that's been making QB moves from last year's draft. The Indianapolis Colts have decided to bench Anthony Richardson for Joe Flacco. I don't know the timetable or how long that's going to be, but man, I just knew something like this was going to happen because if you actually pay attention to him, he has not been playing well in almost every game he's been in, going from last year going into this year. And then he's been already getting hurt multiple times. So everybody that thought he was going to be like Indy's Cam Newton or another Josh Allen type deal, you got to understand, he didn't even have the accuracy to be even mentioned with those other 2 QBs, let alone thinking because he's just that big prototype QB that he was going to be successful. Because really, he was just an athlete. Indianapolis saw him at the combine doing 80-yard passes to people with no pads on, thinking like this is going to be the next great QB. They got fooled. He
said he was tired.
Yeah, man. He took himself out on third down or something like that.
He tapped out. He literally tapped out. He literally tapped out.
And then even if that's the case, like don't
admit that
shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was tired. Like what? Like you the franchise quarterback. Like
you don't admit that shit to the media. You don't admit that shit. You keep that shit to yourself and take that shit to the grave. You make up a lie on the spot.
Doesn't he know that like once you get benched, you might never get that job back. You might never get that job back. Like
oh shit.
Okay, Yankees. I see you, Yankees.
I'm about to say like ask Drew Bledsoe. Ask Tony Romo. Like you don't get your job back.
Facts.
Like
you don't.
Hey, now, but hold on. But there's a difference between those two situations you was talking about. Those were two older quarterbacks getting replaced by young boys. You talking about a young quarterback getting replaced by old ass Joe Flacco?
Facts.
Yeah, that's unheard of though. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's literally the coach basically saying that I trust more this veteran quarterback than I do the potential of this young guy at this moment right now.
Yeah,
Flacco was cooking last season though. So I mean,
he was cooking.
He's cooking this season too. So
where Anthony Richardson from? Like,
oh, he went to that bitch ass school in Florida. He went to that bum at Gainesville.
He went to Lanesville.
But where he from?
I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know.
I just be wondering, sometimes it depends where you from, man. Like if he ain't built for it, I mean he came from SEC pedigree, so that probably is.
He from Miami.
Oh, he disrespectful then.
Yeah.
He disrespectful to the city.
He got that AB.
He from Miami.
Yo.
But yeah, I brought up the coach because I remember last episode I wanted us to because I remember I gave out a homework assignment. I became a professor like Dave all of a sudden. Like I gave a homework assignment. I was thinking of people need to think of teams like who need to be selling at this midway point. My team, my pick was actually going to be the Colts because when you draft a QB that high and then you miss on that joint, and then you see that the Colts they just in the middle of the pack, and we know how we feel about teams that's just steady middle in the pack. You really got no contention, aspirations, and you just above not being a trash ass team. But y'all got holes to fill, and if I'm being real, if I'm Jonathan Taylor, I try to find my way out of Indianapolis unless they find a QB that's actually going to be reliable and not taking himself out of the game, leaving me out the drive when I literally just came back from an ankle injury. Like, can you imagine like you coming back from an ankle injury, like you working hard for these 3 weeks, and then you see your QB just take him out the game because he's just tired? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
You lose the locker room at that point.
No,
as the leader, you lose the locker room. You lose a lot of respect because you're supposed to be the captain. You're the quarterback. You took yourself out of the game because you're tired.
It's dudes in the trenches playing like 100% of the snaps.
Exactly.
I mean, there's
niggas on the guards and tackles.
There's niggas on the practice squad that would love to be where you at, yo. Like
facts.
And I don't get it. I don't know. I feel like Joe Flacco's gonna cook though.
I'm just hoping he learns from it as a young black quarterback. I just hope he learns from it. He might, like Dave said, he may have lost his starting spot in the NFL, but maybe you can learn from this and maybe get an opportunity to swing back around. But this hurts any credibility you have as a QB1 in the league.
Yeah. He gonna take it back to Dave County.
For sure. So T, I know we didn't give you a lot of time to speak right now, but I just want to let us know, is there a team you've been watching and you feel like they just need to go ahead and just sell at the midway point because they just need to be stacking up on picks because they're just not going anywhere?
I got a team, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh.
Interesting.
T. Higgins is gone. next year. You're underachieving. You're 3-5. You might want to move some pieces and try to add some draft capital to replace T. Higgins to, fill in some holes that's going to come when you pay, Jamar Chase. Yeah, the Bengals, they've been a disappointment. I mean, they've been 0-2 the last several years. Even when they went to the Super Bowl 0-2, they got away with it that year. They started off 0-2 the next year. They got all of the AFC Championship game, but you can't get out to slow starts and always climb out and think you're just going to climb out. And the Eagles, the second half took them to the woodshed the other day. So, Cincinnati is a team that probably should be selling. Also, I feel like the Rams might sell, but then again, they're kind of in the mix quietly, and they're kind of getting healthier. So the Rams, they were talking about moving Cooper Kupp. Rumors of him going to Kansas City, but now they won a couple games. They're getting a little bit healthier. Puka Nacua returned, and that division is up for grabs. Because the 49ers, even though they beat the Cowboys, they ain't saying nothing. They look shaky at times. The Seahawks look okay, but nothing special. The Cardinals kind of hanging around a little bit, but that division really kind of up for grabs at the moment. So I had thought about the Rams, but then I was like, the Rams actually might keep their pieces and see if they can make a playoff push. But I think Cincinnati, they're literally like teetering on the edge of becoming sellers because, at 3-5,
in that division. In that division for sure. Yeah, because Rams got 3-4 wins, right? They about 3-5.
They're 3-4.
They 3-4.
They're 3-4.
Yeah, so they back in the thick of things, and then they got they not only got Kupp back, they got Puka Nacua back too. So like he's back. So now, so I think if they was like only winning one game or two games, maybe they would sell. But I understand. Bengals is actually injured. I didn't see that coming. Good pick, T. BT, you got a team you think that should be selling at the midway point of the season?
I was definitely going to say the Bengals too, but T took that, which was a great pick. I can see the Dolphins or the Jets, man, because the Jets has been very, very, very disappointing. I don't know who they're really going to trade, but they won 2 games. They're not going to the playoffs. And I say the Dolphins because they won 3 games so far this year?
2.
2?
They're 2-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them going to the playoffs either. So I can see them definitely getting in the sellers market.
For sure, yeah. That's a good pick too. What about you, Corey?
So before I even tell the 2 teams that I'm thinking of, I just got to say this. Going back to earlier when you guys were blaming David Tepper, I don't blame David Tepper. Y'all want to know who I blame? His
shit.
bitch of a wife.
Oh Lord.
You playing who?
His bitch of a wife. Tell her to get back to the fucking.
We get away with so much, yo.
Well,
like,
he chose her, so but it's still his fault because he chose her.
Yeah, he chose his wife.
BT coming with facts.
BT was street law. BT was.
I don't know. I'm sorry,
camera for that.
But y'all know how much I hate David. Well, I ain't gonna say hate. Well, that's a strong word. How much I dislike.
David hate's a strong word.
This disdain we have for that motherfucker.
Yes, man.
He chose.
Yeah, disdain's probably the best word.
Oh God.
He chose his escort. He wiped his escort. That's why.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Yo.
And then gave her a position of power on the fucking team. You fucking idiot.
Oh man.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right. Let me go ahead and get my. I had to get off.
Okay, cool.
So the 2 teams that I got, I don't know who this first team is gonna move, but it's the Titans.
They already moving.
Yeah, they need to make more moves. They need to collect a lot of picks.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons come up off that. Yeah, they need to come up off that.
But yeah, like them, and then also staying in the AFC South, the Jaguars. Y'all can make they can make a couple quick moves. A couple. Honestly, they got a couple tight ends that they probably can move. They got Travis.
Ingram.
They could definitely move Travis.
Ingram. Yeah.
No, that's a good pick. No, those are two good picks because Jaguars, they're underachieving as well. They've been trying to build a roster for years, but like Trevor Lawrence just like the hype, he's not living up to the hype at all. Let's just put point blank.
But you know what? I'm not Trevor Lawrence past weekend. Trevor Lawrence is not him.
Mm-hmm.
As when I watch it and then I started listening to like kind of deep dive going into it, they have the most drop balls.
Oh wow.
So he's hitting targets, he's doing stuff, but like people just dropping stuff. And like, I mean, it was a couple times he caught us. I think he's definitely got a talented wide receiver, one out there, and definitely a talented tight end. But like, people just not catching it. Like
I can't give him that excuse because I know one quarterback who was him wide receivers in the fucking chest and they were dropping balls and they still call him inaccurate. It's Cam Newton.
Oh, well, I feel you. Yeah. But, I mean,
I can't.
Corey got a point. Corey got a point because they were trying to crucify Cam when he was hitting people in the chest and they were dropping balls. So I agree with Corey on that one.
Yep.
They told me that my quarterback wasn't inaccurate. That's all I'm gonna say. And I seen him hit motherfuckers in the chest. He was out there with the fucking law firm. If you know who the law firm is, you know who the law firm is.
I honestly don't even remember that wide receiver core, to be honest with you, without KB before the buffet.
But that's because, like, if you tapped in, like, if you watch a team all the time or you know stuff about them, like, you're going to know that. Like, the average person, if they're not in your division or if they don't watch your team or a fan, they wouldn't know that. Like, I wouldn't know that about Trevor Lawrence until I was listening to
that's true.
That's true.
Stuff, you know.
No, that's real.
Like, you know, the hype. But when I started listening to the stuff before and watching some of the stuff before the game, I was like, oh. And then watching play, I was like, oh, yeah, you know, Sunshine, he cool. Like, it ain't really all on him, you know.
Man, Sunshine is a nickname, and you a franchise quarterback. It's crazy.
But, hey, man, he looked like Sunshine. He looked Uncle Rico looking like.
I mean, I think the writing's on the wall with Doug Peterson. I don't see him making it out this year. He probably won't make it towards the end of the season. So there's going to be another coaching change in Jacksonville. So we see what happens with that. But to your pick, Corey, they already like I said earlier, they traded Cam Robinson, their left tackle, to the Vikings. So, and he was actually like a key piece to the offensive line. So I don't know how that's even going to look now.
If they do fire Peterson, whether it's being off season, in season, or whatever, you want to know who I want to see with that job?
Who?
Johnson from Detroit, their OC.
That would actually be a nice fit for him.
I think
that would be a nice fit for him.
I think he'd take it too because a lot offensive pieces are already there.
Yeah,
exactly. He can mold that team into the team he wants it to be. That's a young, moldable team that he can mold.
You make those
if he gets the right GM.
Machine. You put those weapons on the jug machine, let them get them catches right.
Yeah,
no, he's going.
That problem.
He's just going to try and make it Duval, Detroit. Like that's all he's really going to do. Yeah. That's how I see it. He's
probably he's going to take a lot of what they do in Detroit down there, most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to get a head coaching job this season. I was thinking maybe like he was going to stay one season. Wait for the Lions coach to like choke again. Then
we're live. No, we said that. We said it. We said that man just waiting because Trav, you know, there's them OCs. They some shiesty ass motherfuckers. Because you know that's a whole back page of plays that they don't really show the coach until he get fired. Next thing you know that first Sunday, all of a sudden you say, wait a minute, we was wearing jet sweeps like for 2 weeks. All of a sudden we going downhill. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's like Kanye King on good beats. Water fire, bro.
Mike McDaniel literally did that when he went to Miami. You seen Miami airing that bitch out quick.
Yep.
I told y'all, like them OCs ain't slick, man. They be like, yeah, when it's my turn, these are these set plays that nobody know about. fuck what y'all talking about.
I mean, that's
formations y'all ain't never seen before.
Yeah, and then if you good, you can get a script and you can make plays that build upon plays and have looks and motions that build upon others. It's just like basketball having actions that come off of other actions.
Exactly.
So you get a good OC. They like a crazy mind going in there. It's just like drawing up.
Hey, yo, especially they can draw up something different from this damn Shanahan coaching tree. Because we see, that's all we really see nowadays is that one coaching tree.
They said Malik Willis was trash, bro. They threw him away. And LaFleur out there, 2-0 out here, 2.5-0, bro.
But BT been driving this point since the beginning of the season, and he actually put something in the chat today about QBs and their development. Like in that post, you rattled a whole bunch of QBs, and I only saw one of them that was over the age of 25, and all of them were benched, and they came into this league in between 1 and 3 years, and they already benched. And you saw the Titans had Malik Willis. He looked horrible out there. He gets traded. He becomes the backup, and when Jordan Love went down, he steps in. He looks like Green Bay doesn't even look like they missed a beat. And Malik Willis came in last week, and he still was making plays when Jordan Love went down again. So, like, QB development and franchises is very, very important. Very important. And Green Bay is probably like the top tier franchises with QB development because they're patient with them. They go through the reps. They practice with the first team, and they just come in prepared. Like shit, they gave Matt Flynn money. Matt Flynn got money because of fucking Green Bay. Y'all the reason Matt Flynn got a check.
Matt Flynn, bro.
Unless you right
there.
So like,
got a massive check.
But didn't he get benched after that bag though?
But it don't matter. It don't matter. I got the bag, bro. Like, I got the bag.
They got a game of my life.
They Russell Wilson taking shit.
Yeah, but I got the bag.
You got the bag though.
I got the bag.
And he a legend in Green Bay still.
Exactly. So it's like,
and he a legend at LSU. So
that's a champion. Yeah, he a champion.
Hey, he got places in America where he got free beers.
I'm about to say he got free beers and free food.
Like, but so it's like you see what I mean. So it's like sometimes it's on the player, but it's situational. Like you really gotta get into a good situation where the team is prepared to have a QB. So it's not like they gotta put the whole franchise on their back. They gotta just be able to do their part, and everybody just feeds off of it. And
just like how I said in the chat myself, like I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it goes back to the schools that they came from, because a lot of it, whenever we looking at these schools, they aren't running through their progressions like how they should.
They're not.
They have one read. They may have two reads, and then it's dropping it off to the running back. So like
a lot of times it's first read. If the read ain't there and the second read ain't there, take off and run. Use your legs.
But
that's not the NFL. Like you get there and you try that in the NFL, you ain't gonna last long.
Yeah, but just to kind of end this point real quick, it's like we live in a microwave society when we come to sports. Like we can even talk about how it affects college football in a sense. Like when you get this freshman, you want them to be impactful right away, or when you bring in this transfer, you want them to be impactful right away. So you set in easy plays. And we know in college, the receivers are open. You don't have to throw them open. They're just open because if you got that nice-ass dude at wide receiver, he's just going to be open. He doesn't have to worry about making contested catches. He's just going to be going down the field wide open. NFL, you got to throw that bitch open because DBs are just they're just good as the wide receivers. They just don't got no hands. That's why they're DBs. Like, if we being honest. So that's why it's like all of it is a piece of why the QB development has been shot over the past, you can honestly say, a half decade to a decade now. And we only see a few QBs like a CJ Stroud, a Jaden Daniels, that they separate themselves from the class because you see them, they can work through the regression. Yeah, they got some things that they can work on, but they're learning things quickly and they're learning things on the go. And they be helping their teams because they just got that instinct, that football instinct that helps them win games. And
also,
before we live,
I think it's like how many games you start in college too. Like Jaden,
I think that man.
People forget Jaden was a 5-year starter, bro. He started 3 years at Arizona State, and then he started 2 years at LSU. CJ Stroud was a 2-3 year starter. You know what I'm saying?
3-year starter,
yeah.
So you can't just come to the NFL after this 1 year and think you're gonna, go to a franchise and you're gonna turn them around. It's not gonna happen.
Yep.
You got to get some experience under your belt.
Yeah.
Quick point before we get into NBA mode, Brad. QB switch to Russell Wilson. You liking it? You feeling it? Is it too early because y'all play 2 New York teams? Like, how you feeling?
It's too early. He's played well. I'm not gonna sit there and deny that he ain't played well, but it's too early. It's not enough film on him yet in what's his name, Arthur Smith's offense for defenses to get a feel of him. We got a tough back end of the schedule, and that's when it's going to prove whether or not this move worked or it didn't work. So I'm not feeling it completely. I just like the fact that we're winning, but yeah, he's not overly impressing me. Like I'm all jumping up and down. Like nah, it's going to rear his style of play is going to rear its ugly head eventually, and I still believe at the end of the day, Fields is our future. It's just that right now we're taking a slight detour, and we'll see where the detour takes us. It might lead us to playoffs, and it might lead us to missing the playoffs. I won't know until we play better talent.
That's fair. All right. Good shit.
Yeah, before we move on to the NBA, I had 2 teams I was thinking about. One that's pretty obvious, and one that I was thinking about up until Sunday. The one I was thinking about that I thought was going to could be selling more, but I kind of held back on it. Was the Cleveland Browns, and I think I kind of held off on them being a selling team because they other than quarterback where they've been struggling at they have a lot of talent. The defense is really good. I don't know if they should come off like Myles Garrett or Denzel Ward or Grant Delpit.
They're not moving Myles Garrett, but Denzel Ward can be up there.
Yeah, I would say one of those guys could end up being a trading piece for them to possibly help the offensive side, maybe get some picks. I think they need to go with a vet like Jameis for now at QB, and then get some young talent that can sit on the bench for a little while and until they're ready to start. So I thought about Cleveland, and the obvious choice was the Giants. Dexter Lawrence, front office need to come off that. Malik Neighbors, he's not making it to a second contract. Come off that. All the talent just come off that. Yeah. So I think the Giants definitely need to start selling.
I don't know about Malik Neighbors, but I don't know about anything.
The only team I was going to mention that everybody kind of mentioned my team, but the teams I was going to mention, the one team I thought about here, just sitting here listening to everybody, is the Saints, because they had that good run at the beginning of the year, but they fallen off so bad.
Talk about them on this show. We don't fucking talk about them on this show.
Hey, you want to, Corey, you want to be Saz or you want to be undisputed?
You right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry on, Brad. My fault. I apologize for my outburst.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just saying, I feel like the only player that I really foresee they could get any trade value really is just Alvin Kamara, and that's really it. A lot of other guys are kind of older. You might be able to get something for Tyrann Mathieu, but other than that, I mean, they probably need to start just unloading whatever they can unload and start fresh, because Derek Carr ain't it. He ain't feeling healthy, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Spencer Rattler, but he shouldn't be on the field. And that's all I have to say.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. We're going to hoops.
They let Spencer Rattler play. I thought.
Yeah.
He was starting. Yeah.
He starts.
That's why they've been losing.
I ain't even see the games. See, yeah, this, hey man, Spencer Rattler, bro. This is just karma from the Netflix series.
Hey, yo, chill.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Ridiculous, man.
Let's move on to hoops, man.
Man, yeah, let's
before we get to hoops, let me give a shout out to Jameis real quick, because Jameis really showed his ass. He showed his ass Sunday. You got to give him number props and respect for that. Pause. Yeah, pause. But nah, Jameis really he did. He
just
really
flag
did
on that shit. Just got to throw the flag, bro. fuck going on, man? First of all, he was being a pastor, and you cursing at a pastor is ridiculous right now. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That was last week.
Nah. Sunday was a few days ago. Hold on. So God's only on Sundays? We only do God on Sundays. No. Take this flag. Take this flag. All right. Go back 15. Go back 15.
First down.
15 is crazy.
Hey, look, but check this out. That speech that he had last week, I'm gonna use that speech for when, like, if y'all get in any type of trouble and y'all girls come to me and ask, I'm gonna stand by him.
Hey man, move on to the NBA.
Okay. See. Okay.
I got it queued up for y'all boys. Don't worry about it. Everything that he went through.
Trav, how you feel about the Bucks, man? Trav, how you feel about these Bucks, man? How you feel about these Bucks, man? We 4 games.
What's
the pulse? What's the pulse out there in the mill, man?
Bro, niggas is hurt, bro. We like, what the hell?
Y'all wanna know y'all hurt?
Hey, why was it so funny to see Pritchard hit that 3 and Doc Rivers just be like,
y'all have a terrorist.
Pritchard had that man in hell.
Hey man.
He got me in hell. That's the way I be looking after every game.
Y'all got
Al Qaeda running y'all team.
Y'all got Hamas as y'all coach, bro.
Bro,
the all-star Hamas.
He has infiltrated the team, and
I bet you walk into the locker room, you know A-Rap money playing.
Y'all got y'all coaching staff is
Corey, stop.
I ain't even heard what I ain't even heard what he said, bro. But I already know what's in it, bro.
Shit.
I didn't know it's I man.
Corey think he's slick. Oh God!
Hey, the coaches.
Rivers gonna single-handedly ruin the freak time era, bro, and I'm mad about it.
That's wild. That's a wild. Hey, come on, man. I'm sorry, bro.
A whole lot more statement.
Hey, Trav, nice try, Diddy. Nice try.
No diddler.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh man, we have veered off badly.
T. Realism. And then is Denver some fraud this year, man? It's what we looking at. They ain't real, right? They need to do something.
Hey man, when I give Denver credit for this. They had an opportunity. They cashed in. It's very fraudulent, bro. You beat Denver. Jokic has never beat a 50-win team, bro. I said it plenty of times, but I'm going to say it again, bro.
Damn.
Y'all trying to put this nigga over Hakeem, bro.
Talk this shit.
Fuck out of here.
The disrespect.
And you see Jokic throwing teammates under the bus after game 1 already, bro.
He don't want to be there, bro.
They're not Serbian.
He really do not want to be there. He really does not want to be there.
Mike Malone was running around like Suge Knight, bro. What happened, man? You blew a 20-point game somewhere, bro.
Hey, we see what happened to Suge Knight when he was.
Yep.
I mean, Denver really looking like instead of being like number 1, number 2 seed, they looking like a 5, 6, and maybe, depending on what happens, because they lack of depth and they haven't developed any of the younger players. And I know one of their big men they drafted got injured, but you had to know that you were going to lose some of your guys. That's the way that the CBA structured.
Yeah.
Instead of playing, Mike Malone hasn't done a good job of developing his bench. Denver really only goes 6, 7 deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
And then you bring in Russell Westbrook, and I mean, Russell Westbrook's not going to space the floor, bro. Like, this is not a good fit. Anybody that knows ball knows that was not a good fit, bro. Like, what was Denver thinking bringing in Westbrook, bro? He just doesn't fit what they try to do. With Jokic, you don't need a guy that's going to clog the lane. You need somebody that can space the floor. They gave Michael Porter a crazy contract. Porter has his one game of series where he's on a heater, but then he'll disappear the rest of the series, bro. Like, Denver's a mess right now. Last time I checked, they were down in Brooklyn. Like, Brooklyn's one of the worst teams in the NBA, bro. Brooklyn's trying to tank and play capture the flag, bro. Like,
oh shit.
Yep.
Ben Simmons back.
That's still a nasty word.
No, he out. He out again.
That's still
He
a
out again.
nasty agenda.
He out again. He out again, Trav.
Nasty as a
We are at the point of the Ben Simmons cycles where the back is a problem again, and now he's going to be out indefinitely. We probably won't see him until like December. He's going to play 3 games, and then he's going to be out for the rest of the year. We know. Everybody knows that. We ain't got to talk about. We ain't got to talk about Brooklyn.
Dre got a point. We in that cycle.
The whole NBA, bro. Or is it Ben Simmons? Who's robbing people the most?
Rivers.
Ben Simmons, bro.
Yeah, Ben
it's still Doc.
Ben
It's
Simmons
still
is
Doc
the
Rivers.
real Hamas leader.
I feel it's Doc.
No, it's still Glenn Rivers. It's still
Doc's still living off one title. Doc's still getting jobs off one title.
Ben Simmons was a baby while Glenn Rivers was out here still robbing people.
Since we're in the NBA, I'm gonna give you my Hamas. I'm gonna give you my Hamas.
Shit! Here we go.
Everybody get canceled.
Let's do it. T.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Go ahead, T.
Shadow band anyway.
Starting with Saddam Hussein, his counterpart. We got Glenn Rivers and Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Hey, bro.
We got Tyrese Halliburton at point guard.
Yeah. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Wow.
Weak ass nigga. How you get a gold medal and then go to Iraq, bro? Come on, bro.
Hey, bro.
How you do that?
All the bunnies, bro.
How you do that?
Hey yo.
It's the group project.
Hey,
The back of the group project.
At the other guard position, this man's averaging 1 point a game, shooting like 17% from the field.
Get him.
And unfortunately, he's my backup point guard.
Oh my
Get him.
god!
No shoes like he said. No shoes he said averaging 1 point. Say I already knew that. Get him off my.
Hey yo.
1.7, 17%.
1 point a game.
Get him off my.
Oh my gosh,
man.
I'm sorry, Russ, but I'm about to throw you in there, bro, because you it ain't looking good for Russ, dog.
Oh my god.
no!
His brother about to come for the pod. His brother about to come for the pod now.
Fuck his brother. What he gonna do?
His brother about to come for the side.
Hey, his brother,
What he gonna do?
His brother can come on here. We'll entertain it.
We'll entertain it.
Nobody care about
Ben
that
Simmons.
motherfucker, man.
Ben Simmons speaks for himself, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I put James Harden up there. He got a summer commitment to Hamas, yo. He got summer commitment to Al Qaeda. Every time it's April, you know what's up.
No, Dave. You know, there's some other players we can get to before we get to James Harden.
That's
Cause you know, there's a player that we missing from the center position. And you know who I'm talking about.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead, quick, Trey.
Cause boy, when you got Mason Plumlee as a backup center looking better than you when you was the starter, it's ugly out here. That's all I gotta say. And came and ball for his country, right? That's a sad ass player. Sad ass.
I got another coach for us. Y'all should already know what we had in with this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
That fucking
Oh
terror.
yeah.
Free Kobe White, man. Free Kobe.
Oh man.
Free Lonzo
I thought
too.
Gobert in there too, bro.
Oh, you already know.
Definitely. Really.
Man, Minnesota, you paid this man to look like trash. He regressed from last year. And y'all just paid this man like y'all ain't seen him play in the Olympics.
Wasn't there reports that he was supposed to be working on his offensive game with Ant? Wasn't that reports that it came out?
What report?
It was a report that says that Gobert was working on his game with Ant.
Hey, fuck that. Hey, I gotta be like JP. State your sources. State your sources.
This was ESPN. This is an ESPN article.
Oh, man, you listen to Dave McMenamin and shit.
We can do a better job.
Hey, Trav, chill, bro. ESPN out of head ass nigga, man.
I'm about to say, hey, Brad.
Get your sources from Malika Andrews, bro.
Malika Andrews told that
Damn.
he told you, and you believe it. That's crazy. Nah, bro. I don't see that nigga doing nothing Even when in the gym, he just learning how to play the pick and roll. Like, all right, nigga, roll, nigga. Set the pick this way.
They getting their sources from. Hey, they sources is Ball Stack Sports. Pause. That's the right there.
Good job, Dave. Good job. but no, like Larry, before the fucking game, yeah, they re-signed him for 3 more years. Head scratcher. And then of course Sham had to cite that shit talking about the most defensive player of the year trophy, knowing over 3 of them joints are fraud as fuck. And then the first play is you get dunked on.
That is tragic.
Yeah, that sucks.
Liability.
You're a 4-time defensive player of the year, but I can't play you in the fourth quarter.
Your country don't play you. Your country literally got better when they sat your ass.
That is sad. That is sad.
Hey, he getting the money though. He getting paid. I ain't mad at the brother getting paid.
Hey.
Oh no, he a crook. Oh, he a crook. He got an invisible shiesty on because he a crook. That boy. Whoever I would say the only good thing I can say about Rudy is shout out to his agent. I don't know what his agent is saying. I don't know what video clips that man is showing, but he's doing a hell of a good job to make sure this man's getting paid. Rudy getting paid like Shaq is playing in this era right now, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Nah, as soon as I see
his agent playing an unbelievable highlight tape,
he would have got cut. That's not defensive at all, bro.
And that man tapping out. He over here. I can't breathe.
That nigga Draymond 6'5", bro. Nigga, you 7 foot, bro. Like, what is you doing?
He got put in a headlock.
That's the French
got put in a goddamn sleeper.
The French.
Hey, y'all know what I always say. How many times French done won a war?
That
I don't see Napoleon.
Man.
I did not see Napoleon Bonaparte nowhere.
Yeah, and Napoleon fucked up.
Corey took it back.
Now I was about to say, I said, don't act like we only know about sports. Hey, we have a whole history class in this bitch on you.
Hey, it's social studies right now. It's social studies.
We are well versed.
I'm just saying, man.
We are a well-versed group of people.
But let's talk about some positive that's going on in the NBA. So, how we feeling about the JJ Redick experience? They're 3-1. They play all tough teams. They played Phoenix twice. They had to play Minnesota. They had to play who was their other game? I think Sacramento. So
the Suns twice, didn't they play the Suns?
Yeah, the Suns twice. So they 3-1. They split with the Suns. So how we feeling the JJ Redick experience? Because for me,
the thing is, let me say
he's balling.
The thing is with the Suns loss, it took for both D Book and KD to go off for them to lose that game.
It was a close game on the road. You can't fault that.
Yeah, that's true. And
go ahead. Oh no, go ahead, try.
No, the Suns was just kind of cooking out all cylinders except for like Beal. He was streaky. Like some parts of the game, he was on, some he was off. But yeah, they definitely need the whole team effort to win.
I'm just gonna keep it a stack, bro. Like you following up Darvin Ham, man. Like so the bar was already set low, man.
Darvin who?
The bar was already set low.
BP got a point.
Darvin Hamas.
Yes, man. Darvin Hamas. Like you following him up, bro. So the bar was already set low. You feel me? And it's only 4 games in, man. I can't really.
He got the boys running set plays that Darvin have never even thought of.
The offense is way better than it was last year off these 4 games. I would say that. But still, again, it's been 4 games, so I can't really judge this man off 4 games. He's falling on Darvin Ham. So
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is just player improvement. Like just so far, and it's like a small sample. It's 4 games, but like you can see, like just from game 1 all the way to game 4, because I watched some of them, and you can see like Rui is actually being aggressive. You can see like Austin
Reeves is cooking.
Like, he cooking. He in his role. Like you see more Christie getting more playing time.
And they're playing a rookie from Tennessee.
Yeah, Dog Connect.
He contributed.
Yeah.
Dog Connect.
And then like AD is just like
white height.
AD is playing out of his mind, bro. He playing.
They run plays, man. That's the big difference, man. They run plays.
Yeah, that's the big difference.
They really do. They run plays.
But you also can see what he said he pretty much told people during the summer, like, I need you to work on this and I need you to come back with that. And I noticed that, like, the stuff they talked about during some of these games with some of these teams, with like coaches told players to work on. And I remember I see AD is shooting 3-pointers, bro, like crazy and hitting. He was broke as hell last year, like couldn't hit the side of a barn from 3. So I saw he worked on that. And then, like, it's the same thing with if you look at Boston, I hate to jump to them, but like Derek White worked on his 3-point and being aggressive. Like, you know, so like I'm seeing these players starting to take heed to what their coach was telling them over the summer and actually going to work on it like niggas did in high school.
But we just got to give credit to AD because that top 5 player that people have been waiting for, that player that we thought that could carry a team when, you know, because LeBron been trying to pass him the torch for like the past 2-3 seasons now. We starting to see that type of AD now. I know it's a small sample size, but we see flashes of it sometimes in the playoffs and the regular season last year. But these first 4 games, it's like if there was like a rank of like 1 through 5 right now, personally for me, he'd be in my top 5 coming in these 4 games because he's just been on a tear. And I don't know if he got confidence with playing with Team USA, and he had a lot of big moments. He had a lot of key plays during that run. And he brought that confidence into the season because, you know, sometimes when you play around a lot of good people and you get some real bump over the summer, that translates into the next season. As I think, if, you know, he stays healthy and he keeps at this, like Anthony Davis and Lakers are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
I believe. If they, I do question the bench a little bit because somebody pointed out like, the Stars are playing heavy minutes, and we know how that goes when you play Stars heavy minutes and you can't go to the bench. You can't at least go 8-9 deep in the regular season. So we see how that goes. But for right now, small sample size, they're looking good. BT, I think the Tyus Jones experiment is working in Phoenix right now. You can definitely see a change what it's like when a team where all these scorers actually have a point guard, not somebody trying to play point guard. But the key difference I'm seeing that Tyus Jones is making already is just how they play in the fourth quarter. Like there's not that many wasted possessions like there were last year. And yeah, they sometimes get in trouble and they call for a big lead, but they always may be able to get it back and to sustain it. And Kevin Durant is just playing more freely than he was last year. So I gotta give a shout out to Mark Budenholzer, the coach, because I just didn't know how it was going to look. He's another defensive coach coming into our offensive heavy team, but he's got that team playing better defense. I think picking up places like Plumlee and that rookie Dunn from Virginia has kind of given them a defensive jump a little bit. So I can't wait to see what Phoenix goes down the run because some people are picking them to be a dark horse team because of Tyus Jones, but you know it's still a long season. But yeah, I want to go back to T because you have an agenda flourishing right now, I think, my boy.
Shit, which one?
Your Banchero, man, that man dropped a 50-piece last night.
Hey, man, like, you know, I've seen him up close and personal. I watched him practice when I was at the Final Four years ago. You could just tell that the way he's built, if the skill set matches like the his frame, his athleticism, his strength, like he's gonna be a problem, bro. And we're seeing the next step of his game. He needs to work on his free throws, though. Definitely got
sure. Yeah,
definitely.
But I mean, Orlando's an interesting team because defensively they have everything you need. It's really going to come down to guard play. They bring in KCP, but they still, I feel like they need a little more guard play and shooting to move on to that next tier of teams. Clearly in the East right now, Boston's in a tier by themselves. Then, you know, supposedly, you know, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and New York are in that tier below, but we've seen those teams kind of struggle. I'm about to get, you know, Embiid and Paul George still out. I don't know what the hell's going on up there. Middleton's out, and they're still trying to figure out themselves as well. And then the Knicks, you know, all the trades that they've made. So, can Orlando be that next team or possibly make a leap and get into that second tier in the East. I don't know, but Banchero is a problem, bro, and he has a potential to be a top 5 player in several years when some guys age out and his game continues to develop. Like, he has that type of ability, and he also has a mentality too. Like, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit edge. So I think he has a chance to be, I'll say top 10, but at best top 5.
Yeah, and this is just me being greedy and knowing we got coming up in 2028. But I like to see a player like Banchero go through this kind of growth, because with so much going on until the next Olympics, especially being played on our field, on our home field, in the LA and everything. There's so many questions going into it, and I feel like he could be a player that can step up and fill one of those 12 spots. I think you definitely gonna need a better coach than what he had when he did the FIBA tournament with him and Ant and Ingram, all them boys. But I feel like if you give him a better coach that can not put him at the backup 5 and actually let him play that role as like a 3 or a 4, I think he can be a real big piece to help out Ant and whoever joins Team USA. So I think, like, while I seen Banchero coming into the season, he's definitely been in that gym, getting that grind going. So shout out, you really been on that agenda for a minute now, T. So that joint flourishing for real. Philly, you could just tell Josh Harris just don't give a fuck about the Sixers, and he's putting all his attention in DC, because you could just tell he's like hands off. I haven't heard him talk about the Sixers in a minute, T. I think he's like a little bit checked out, because clearly something going on with Joel Embiid. Like, he played in the Olympics, and even if he was like at 60%, he still was a better player than Joker in that medal round game. But now coming into this season, he's already a nice one that he's not playing back-to-backs no more. He hasn't even started this season. Paul George, he unfortunately had the extended knee in the preseason. I've been saying I'm taking my stock out of Philly because Joel Embiid just hasn't proved to me that he's helped. Is this really Philly's last shot to prove anything this year, team? Because I just don't know anymore with them, to be honest.
That was definitely going to be my question.
Man, I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Boston, like I said, Boston's a tier by themselves, but you look at the other contenders, Milwaukee has issues. The Knicks haven't quite cooked on all cylinders. So this would be a good opportunity for Philadelphia to rack up some wins early in the season. Mm-hmm. But their top 2 guys are not even on the floor.
Yep.
All I know is Maxey cooking though.
Yeah. And that's a good and bad problem, because Maxey right now, he's the guy. Like, he just had a 45-point game the other night, and now you're talking about you bringing in 2 players that I guess you could say in pecking order he has to defer to them. But I guess a question to you, Trav.
If I'm Max, I ain't deferring to Paul George.
That's what I'm saying. That's what about that. Right. Like, Trav,
I would argue that point.
Maxie, you're the most available. You've been the most consistent. You've been the most reliable. If there's a time to say, "Fuck it, this is my show now," this is it, because you the one I could trust to show up.
No,
exactly.
Like Gil and them say, until PG-13, go to the corner, nigga. Like hey, you about to be a corner nigga.
That's facts, though. He the third option.
I'm about to cook. Like, go to the corner, G. Because the thing is, bro, like, I'm running the show. Like, we just gonna get you 2-way, bro. Like, you gonna get, like, what you gonna be my Tobias Harris.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
It better be a better version of Tobias Harris.
A better version of Tobias Harris. Like, get like 10 rebounds, 8 rebounds, like somewhere between 15 and 20 points, and get the fuck out of my way. Like, because it's my time now, bro. I'm cooking. I'm putting up 45. I'm going crazy. Nah, bro. Go to the corner.
Yeah, and I agree with him doing that.
Two-way.
Mm-hmm. Shout out
you
to
can make an argument right now that Maxey, I'll give you 2 guys. You can make an argument right now, best point guards in the East. Maxey, of course, my guy here in Charlotte, because he's been hooping so far this year. But if you really think about it, like it's either Maxey or LaMelo, bro. Right now, as far as point guards in the East, we're not gonna talk about that fraud in Indiana.
No, we ain't got to.
He's like the one dude I haven't seen take a leap from the USA bar.
So you saying
nope.
He was on the bench. That's why.
You saying they better than Dame?
I'm saying the way they're playing right now.
Okay. I'm like, oh.
But does it look like Dame?
I'm just saying what I've seen. Yeah. This is what I've seen so far, like 3 or 4 games. Like, like 31, 7, 8. Yeah. Right now, like Melo's cooking, bro.
Yo, Trav, does it seem Dame and Giannis just don't seem to like to be on the same page?
Like, no, it's just not that. I think they just still getting the chemistry, and I think Doc just terrible. And I think because they can run so many actions, bro. Like I like if you there's so many actions they can run, which is them, and then you get K mid, and the mid pack starts smoking. Like it's gonna go crazy. All you gotta do is pick and roll. You can put Dame on the wing, and then have K mid bring it up, and then run the action, or vice versa, and they can play off of each other. And then you got Bobby in the corner. It can work. It's just you need the pieces. They need to. I'm assuming you need the coaching to guide in that way, but everybody and their mama can see it. That this pick and roll is nasty.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you can get it done.
We've talked a bit about this on other episodes, other things, other content, but wasn't Milwaukee like top 3 before that coaching change, like top 2 or top 3 in the East?
So what people don't know is
we saw it work. We saw it work between Giannis and Dame. It's just there was just so much.
But you gotta understand, before the coaching change, we had the easiest schedule in the NBA. After the All-Star break, we had the hardest schedule in the NBA. So that's one thing that people don't realize. So they was like, oh, he's cooking and we doing good and this and that. But schedule-wise versus opponents and travel-wise, like easiest in the NBA, and then just went totally to the other end.
But Glenn took over before All-Star break. He had a good 14, 15 games and had a trash.
Right, but it's I mean, 2 things can be true. You can also have like a trash ass coach, and then have. So
we didn't see Griffin. We didn't see Griffin in that coach those games. So that's why I look at it like we really can't. Can we really say, because we didn't see him coach those games? We seen Glenn coach those games, and we saw what the fuck he did. We knew what the fuck he was gonna do.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen Adrian coach those games, because obviously, I think that he's a better coach. I saw what he was attempting to do. And we know where he was getting his influence from.
But at the same time, if the player's not rocking, you lose the locker room. I still feel like Darvin Ham ain't a terrible coach, but I feel like when you got LeBron, who just like freaking, the brainiac of basketball, you trying to coach,
like, smarter than you, basically,
yeah.
He's basically like the coach. Yeah.
If you put that nigga like coaching the damn Pelicans or something like that, like he'd be solid,
Valid.
He'd be straight.
Valid.
So
Lakers, that's the toughest job in basketball, bro. Because to be honest with you, to be fair to Darvin Ham, their record improved from year 1 to year 2. They actually won more games last year. And you could argue it was a tougher Western Conference than the year before. I mean, Darvin Ham has his flaws as a coach, but the record-wise, they improved from his first year to his second year. I mean, he made mistakes. Yes, his substitutions could have been better and some of his play design, but, I'd like to see Darvin Ham maybe get another opportunity, because I hate how coaches get one opportunity and they just get buried to being assistant, lifetime assistants.
He needs to take up. He needs to take that. He needs to take that job in Chicago.
Billy Donovan. I hate that.
Like something like like Billy Donovan been coaching for too long in the NBA. They need to let that shit go. I'm sorry.
The experiment been over. The experiment been over.
Bro,
the experiment really been over.
College. He don't even need to wear a coaching T-shirt that I coach. Like, nigga, just wrap it up, bro. Just take it.
He's scared of the grind. Like we talk about when he accepted the Orlando job and he was like, "Oh, I have to rebuild shit," and he went back. I was like, "That's a bitch ass. That's a bitch ass motherfucker right there."
I knew it then too. And then look at it when he took the OKC job. Like you ain't do shit, and you had Russ and you had Paul George.
He did the same shit Scott Brooks did.
Exactly.
He did the exact shit. He did the exact same shit Scott Brooks did. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. And y'all know I was watching OKC heavy back in the. Ain't nothing changed when Billy Donovan took over. Nah, it was Scott Brooks needed to go, but not for Billy Donovan. Like, let me be perfectly clear.
They should have kept my boy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they should have kept him if you was gonna get Billy Donovan.
Yeah,
you got a point there. Yeah,
I'm glad they freed my great white hope. I'm glad they freed my great white hope from there.
Hey man, they need to get Lonzo out of there too, man. Get Lonzo out of there, bro. Get Kobe up out of there.
Oh, you know, LeVar in the booth cooking up something for something before Thanksgiving. You know,
they got rid of the Great White Hope because they got another one. The dude, he from the rookie. He from Chicago. But
Buzelis.
So, yeah,
Buzelis might be back in the G League by game 8. Like he not looking too good right now. But I mean, he's also a rookie. This also the big boys. So we gonna see. But we
know what this rookie. We knew what this rookie class was gonna look like. It was really a crapshoot.
They ain't playing man, I need to see if they playing my nigga Reed. I'm trying to see if they playing my nigga Dilly. Like Rob.
Rob not getting no minutes right now. I know for sure Rob not there.
I bet he cooking niggas in practice too.
Hey, my nigga Castle living above the rim though, man. That's all.
Castle. He got the dream contract.
Yeah, he living above the rim.
It's interesting to see which rookies flourish and which ones they're drafted really high, but they don't play, and they might be better or they just don't, pan out. But hey, listen, if you go to Detroit or Houston, you gonna play, nigga.
No, for sure.
You go to Detroit or Houston, you gonna play because they got what's his name from Dallas. He's playing for the Pistons.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
No, not Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm talking about he played high school here at Dunkerville High School.
Okay.
He went to the G League and then went to the league. But he's solid. I saw him playing the other night. So I'm like, okay.
Who was that?
Oh, you talking about Holland.
Well,
you talking
Rob Holland? Yeah, Rob Holland.
Yeah.
He playing with the twin from OTE, and both the OTE twins, like they playing solid.
About Azar Thompson. Yeah.
They playing solid too. So it's interesting seeing what's going on, but
for sure. All right, before we wrap this up, as you know, I've been watching Game 4 of this World Series. BT, Corey, are y'all still in it? Y'all. Is there a pulse, man? Like, don't give up, man. Don't give up, man.
Hey, a 3-0 lead. You know, a 3-0 lead. You could come back from that in baseball.
Yeah, in baseball. Honestly, I do think if we win this game and we win the next game, it's going to create a little run, and we would have a possibility. We got our ace on the mound next game, so it really comes down to it. If we can walk out with this game and we can win the next game, it's gonna create a little bit of momentum that will help us push it to at least a Game 7.
I agree. Game 5 is gonna be key.
Yeah, just win today, bro. Win today.
Yeah,
I feel
it. First thing to worry about.
And Aaron Judge, bro, what is you on, bro? What?
Corey, what do you think? I've got
chasing balls on the inside. So that's his issue. He's chasing balls on the inside, and he's and he's real scared. Yeah, he's real scared of going after anything else. So that's what's causing him to strike out so much. He's mentally, not he's mentally checked out, but he's mentally battling himself. So if he can get past that, if he can get over that, it's really a bad practice thing. He needs live batting practice. He shouldn't be going against the machines.
I'll say this about Judge, and I've said it since he got into the league. You got to think of how big Judge is, and as a hitter in baseball, when you're that big, you want to be able to extend your arms, flip your wrist, and just drive the ball out. He can't do that if you're feeding him fastballs inside on his hands. He's never been able to hit an inside fastball. He can't turn on it. And most pitchers, when you get to the World Series, they know that, and that's all they're really feeding them, along with off-speed stuff. And he always struggles with those type of pitches. So, and I think he's kind of carrying the weight of this team because I don't know how BT and Corey feel about this, but Soto comes in, he's the talk of the town, but you just hit 60-something home runs a season ago. Soto's over here kind of saving the team, and you looking kind of shady in the light. I wonder is that playing on his mental because it's like, this is supposed to be my team.
Nah,
Soto has now kind of took his spot, at least in my opinion.
I don't see that one at all. And the main reason why I don't see that is because notoriously with Yankee teams, your captain is not going to be your best player. Like this is the first time Yankee team that the captain has been the best player. Because even when we look at Derek Jeter, he was the most consistent, but he wasn't the best player. You always had like you had a Bernie Williams, you had a Alex Rodriguez. You always had somebody that was right there alongside of Derek Jeter. He was just able to be the captain and be the glue for the.
Okay.
Now, not Juan Judge. He just gotta turn it up. Point blank. Period. That's like you can't have this much of a drop off when the lights get this bright. You can't. Yeah. You can't. It's like it's damn near like, and I hate to say it because it's like Lamar Jackson in the playoffs some games. Like he's a 2-time MVP. He gets all these yards throwing the ball. He gets all these yards rushing. But when you get to a certain opponent in the postseason, he don't look like himself. It's a complete drop off. That's what Judge is doing right now. And you gotta give your team something. Like you gotta give your team something.
Do you think he's swinging too much for the yard? Like he's just trying to yank the ball out instead of just trying to maybe play like a single double type thing? Is he trying to pull too much?
I say now because they down 3. First game, I think he was filling things out, but now he's trying because they've been down since like 0-2. So now he's trying too hard. But what they really do is just like you got to think hit. You can't always go yard every single time. You just gotta think about gotta get people on bases. Like there was a grand slam. That's because you got people on bases. Like you just gotta think about that. Like you can't always count. Because he's trying to hit a home run that's going to take the heart out of LA, and that's not going to happen to a team like LA. That's just not going to happen. They're too good for that. They're going to come right back. So they got hitters too. So they're not going to be out of it because you hit a ball out the park. They're not that type of team.
Yeah. Brett brought a good point up. He's not playing Yankee ball. He's not playing in the pitch count. Like he's not allowing them to go deep into the pitch count because when you get into the pitch count, you messing with the psyche of the pitcher at that point. Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck can I throw at him at that point? He's not doing that. He's walking up there and he's getting struck out in 3 and 4
4 pitchers. Yeah.
So it's like you're not going deep into nothing. Pause.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you caught yourself. I'm just distracted that Tom Brady is really like the only nigga that's a commentator with a commercial, and he's trash at this shit.
Right. I saw that picture. I was like, wait a minute, they really got Tom Brady with a commercial.
Street fan Tom.
They've had it every week. Every week they've had a commercial of him like talking about, oh yeah, I'm ready.
They be highlighting the games he be doing, and I'm like, y'all never done this for every other commentator to be highlighting the games that he's going to commentate. It's not that serious.
I got off track with that, but it's just like, come on, man.
Brady about to come back, man. They said his wife pregnant. Brady about to come back. She trying to get another ring, so he want to get one.
What the fuck? What wife?
Gisele's pregnant?
Whoa.
His ex-wife.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
She's pregnant? Yo.
Giselle is strong, bro. Giselle's strong.
Yo. She did not care. She gave
Tom about to come back and get another one.
Yeah.
She got teenagers and then she just got a newborn coming.
Yeah, Tom about to come back. Tom about to suit back up.
Fuck.
Man, he about to go play for Jets.
Yo, that would be insane.
That's disgusting.
And take him to the Super Bowl and win, and then make Aaron Rodgers look stupid. That's crazy.
No,
Rodgers would have to retire. Rodgers would have to really retire.
No, Rodgers. Yeah,
he already going to be retired. Yeah. This might be Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Yeah, Rodgers.
Wow.
Go back.
Rodgers. It might be his swan song.
Rodgers. Go to Jeopardy. He can't do that now.
No. Aaron Rodgers, he got to follow the Trinity. Like since he playing the role of Brett Favre right now, he got one more
go
to make.
He got to go to the Vikings.
He got to go to
Minnesota.
His 2 years is up. His 2 years about to be up in New York.
All of a sudden, you go see breaking news.
I'm gonna be so pissed, bro. This is PTSD from my childhood. All
Trav over there having flashbacks. Like, yo, wait a minute, no,
bro.
Trav see it.
I don't want to see it, but I'll see it.
I don't want to see it, dog.
If that happens,
I really wonder how that and Justin Jefferson connection, how that's gonna be, bro. How that would be.
That would be that. Like,
I really
no,
wonder.
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like when Brett Favre was handing the ball off to Adrian Peterson.
That was nasty. Come on, bro. Let's not talk about that, bro.
Okay.
Trav like, nah. Trav like, let's chill.
Okay. We gonna wrap this up. I mean, we know there was some college football over the weekend. I mean,
bowl eligible.
You already know, man. Ain't no hard feelings, but you already know. Ain't nothing personal. We just had to get the job done because we just got bigger goals this year. Ain't nothing personal, man. But you already know what time it is.
Bro, I checked out since week 2, bro.
I know.
He checked out this week.
He sold on that shit since week 2.
But hey,
Boston College at home, bro. I was good on this season, bro.
Yeah.
Boston College at home, bro. Like, but I mean, we actually did some decent things in that game on the defensive side of the ball. To be honest with you, like it wasn't like domination.
Yeah. I was disappointed, to be real with you. I'm taking this dub just cause, but I was disappointed because we hung 50 on way better opponents than y'all. So like just to get 36 and allow 14, I was like, all right. Y'all ain't come in trying to take niggas' hearts out, bro. Like I would have ran it up. I would have ran that shit up. That's just me.
I'll say this about Florida State real quick. Mike Norvell, we can't fire him because of the buyout, but he has one more year.
Mm-hmm.
And if Mike Norvell doesn't get it done, Deion Sanders is getting a phone call.
I knew that was.
You can sense it in the air, right? Because the way Colorado been playing right now, and it's like, yeah, he won't have his 2-3 sons on the team, but if he can still recruit at the rate that he is, if he can still pull people in the transfer portal the way he is now, you can't always rely on the transfer portal, but if he can recruit and he can bring that brand up like he did in Colorado into FSU, then there might be trouble for us. But yeah, I see where you're going with that.
No, I
can see it. I can see it.
Yeah,
that's the job he really wanted. I mean, he played there.
Yeah, right.
And then the last 2 seasons, 10-13-1. So that job doesn't like it's open. But now that job might be open because let me tell you something. This fan base ain't going for this shit, bro. Norvell gets one more year, bro.
I can definitely see it happening.
Alumni are going to pony it. Alumni will pony up the money for the buyout and pay him out and get Deion in. Plus, it'll be interesting to see what Deion can do next year.
Without
Hunter, without his son, yeah.
I think that'll be like the last test for Deion to move from, no offense, Dave, to move from Colorado to a big boy.
I said it on one of our previous episodes. Like, I'm not even sure like Deion's gonna be here next season. Like, even next season, I'm not even sure. Because like, if
there's not a job out there, I think that he would take. Though.
Other than Florida State, though. Yeah.
I think he's just waiting. He's gonna wait for that Florida State because the goal this year is to make sure that one, Colorado is bowl eligible. 2, his son Travis look like top 5 picks. That's check. Now, like everything else is like ice on the cake. It's like, okay, can we get to a legit bowl game? Can we get to the playoffs? Can we actually make noise in the Big 12? So we're gonna say that off the time. We're gonna save that discussion for a later day. But the SEC is SECing right now. We got some upsets.
I don't see him going to Florida because Florida.
Yeah.
Is in a weird and I hate Florida, but they're in a spot because of the SEC, how dominant it's been. not gonna say they're irrelevant, but they're kind of living
in the past.
And that fan base has high expectations. That fan base has very high expectations, and anybody that comes in there is gonna have their hands full.
They never should have fired their coach. They should have kept their boy.
Dan Mullen was consistently winning at least 8, 9, 10 games. He got to the SEC championship game, and they ran Dan Mullen out of town. And since then, Billy Napier hasn't worked out. But I don't see Deion going there. I just can't picture Deion being the coach of Florida after he played at Florida. I just can't see that, bro.
I don't see him going to Florida.
I don't see it.
No, because Florida State, they're going to make a move like how Miami's been making a move. They're going to try to bring in a coach that had like Florida State ties. They want somebody that's going to bring that energy, that's going to bring that pedigree. So I really think Deion's just waiting for that opportunity open. So I agree.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And if there's a way that he gets 10 wins this season, yes.
Yeah.
Some things might get moved.
I feel like there's a path. We can discuss it in another episode, but there's a path for them to get 10 wins.
There's a path. Yeah, we on a bye, so we ain't got to talk about it, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
But, hey, look, fellas, another great episode. We appreciate y'all, everybody tuning in. Hey, shout out.
I got something to say real quick.
Lord.
No,
come on. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I know we was talking about agendas and capture the flag earlier. So I was looking at the standings, and I know it's still early in the NBA, but guess it's one of two teams right now who has no wins. One being the Detroit Pistons, and the other team being the Utah Jazz.
So we don't got to worry. We're not worried. Corey. You just wasted our time with that because you think Adam Silver is going to sing flag to Utah or Detroit?
No, you forgot who's at Utah. Who's their executive?
Oh my God, bro.
Yep.
Oh no.
Dave say the thing. Corey didn't piss me off. Dave said the thing. Say the thing, man. Dave say the thing, man. Dave said the thing.
Right,
Dave said the thing.
Hey, look. Final thoughts and everything. Look, make sure you subscribe to the pod. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all our podcast streaming platforms. Follow us on social media: Facebook, X, Instagram. We got a lot of good content. You just saw us in the stadium for the Bears Commanders game. We'll be at more stuff.
Unlike Dirk, Chicago JD5 is free, so tough for y'all. Y'all hold that other L too. Y'all should have let that boy play with the hottest, man. Y'all should have let that man stay. Should let that man stay at home. And with that, I close this episode. Assassin 4, we out. What the fuck? Hector, get your ass out of here.
we didn't even shout out Hector.
Shout out to my boy Hector. Thanks for coming on, man.
Trav, too.
Shout out to Trav.